And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved. Well, I am setting up. I have this huge crystal deposit right here. I need a lot of crystal. Each geothermal generator takes 7,800 crystal. And I have used all the crystal up that I had, and I need some more. So here we go. And I need some more pipes, which also uses crystal. So yes, we need, so I got 40,000 right now, but as you know, it takes a lot. Actually, I should have continued that because I need some more hoppers. This is kind of a hopper centric area down here. I know one of the community members is working on a mod that I will definitely be using. He's making he has right now a set of hoppers that are super fast, and you know, they're kind of regular hoppers, just how you normally would use hoppers, and he's adding ones right now, and I know he's debugging it today, but he's adding one right now that actually adds hoppers that have a single slot, and by slot I mean type, so they can hold one type but like 2,000 of that type. So, you know, if you have a line like this, instead of spamming hoppers like this, you can just have like 2 and have the same capacity, because 10 of these is 1,000. So if I could cram 20 hoppers into just one and just come over and grab when it's good to go, that would be spectacular, because then I could just put them on either side of the miner and it's, you know, 4,000. So this thing would just churn until it grabbed 4,000 and then it would stop, which would be, again, awesome. So we have a lot of crystal that I want to farm. Basically build these systems to kind of give me a lot for when I'm kind of gone and doing other things. Then I can come back and grab just a gross amount of it. So I'm kind of setting this up to really bring it together. You know, one tube can do 150 per minute. A conveyor belt going 4 ways can keep up with it. If you do a 3-way, it can't, or a 2-way, it definitely can't. So you got to do a 4-way system like this in order to maximize your throughput. Okay, so the other thing those geothermals take is a lot of pyrothermic generators. 960 pyrothermic generators to make 1 geothermal, and 960 pyrothermic generators equals about it says 9,600 copper. So my last generator that I built, I had 22 copper left over, and throughout this whole gameplay I've never actually used that much copper, so I don't have a whole lot of production or smelting for copper, so I basically consumed everything. So I've got the chromium coming in over here. I've got the molybdenum, or what I'm going to call it as moly for the rest of my life, because that word is too hard to say. I've got the moly coming in over here, but the ratios on the ores is pretty horrific. Unlike the regular ores where you get a bar for every 4 ore, this one is different. This one is a bar, I believe, for every 64 ore. And that is pretty insane. So for every trip this thing takes, that brings up 1,000. It gives me a little over 15 bars. So for every 1,000 that come up, a little over 15 bars. Which, you know, is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. It needs to be rebalanced. I am going to kind of voice my opinion on that. DJ can always shoot me down, of course. It can always be modded to change, but I kind of play this game, especially with all of these new toys that nobody has built yet, or very few people have seen yet. I try to play them like I would like a new person into the game, to get an idea of, you know, how difficult something is. And the 64-to-1 ratio is really brutal. Either he's got to up the vein, or the trencher needs to be more efficient. That is just the basics of that. So anyway, that is the awesome blast furnace casting base, and you can see I've built up quite a bit of chromium. I have went down and looked at the veins that I'm mining downstairs, and I've gone through half of them already, and that is frightening. So I am going to have to figure out how to get some more material down here. I've looked at other veins. There's a couple more veins of the new ores down there. It's just the logistics in moving all of that machinery and getting it going. And of course we have this setup here that is pretty bad. My power is keeping up, which is surprising. I've got those trenchers down there. Of course, my quarry is not active right now. If I boosted that, it would pretty much sap all my power, because it's, I think it's at like minus 1200 or minus 1300. It's about the same place as this quarry was when I finally broke it. And it's given me so much gold that it's just obscene how much gold it's given me. So let's kick that into high gear here. Click, 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 click. You just hold the key down, and it just, as long as there's a pipe in the middle, or a conveyor in the middle, you can just collect it really fast. I've been using these blank ore pings to find my new ores. It's a dark blue and a dark red. It's pretty easy to spot when you do them. My titanium, I don't know if I've shown you that downstairs or not. I doubled the titanium smelting that I'm doing, and I've also had to increase the ore collection that I'm doing on that, because I just am collecting so much. It's becoming, I mean, I've burned through a lot of titanium, mostly due to the auto crafting of, I'm auto crafting either, I switch this in between auto crafting the power storage blocks or the laser energy transmitters. And it's these LPTs that really take the titanium. It's 168 a piece. So that is a ton of titanium. Okay, we got some copper coming in over here. Again, this is a slow process just because it's only a single smelter over here, and I've got another copper production downstairs. But again, it's only a single, and it's pulling off of that copper vein that's kind of in the way down there. So I definitely want to clear these out. I know where a copper is. I've got a copper vein down by my titanium. That's 8 million copper. And it's pretty extreme. So how many ores do we have in here? We got quite a few down here. I've been putting in all my garbage that I've collected, like cold cavern stone, rubble, snow. I don't know where the snow came from, and rock, and tin. in, or I can put it into here. Very hard rock. That I got that moving stuff around downstairs. I don't think there's anything else. I got one ruined part, and normally I would just grind that up too, but you know, I like using the machines that I've got set up for everything. Got lots of organic remains, kind of building up a buffer of them before I blow that other, before I take out this, the hive spawn area, because I would get really no more drops after that. So this is, looks like it's done because this is full. We got some pristines in here and some stingers, which is awesome. I mean, I've got enough recombined organic matter right now to basically craft, oh, I don't know how much organic matter do I have? I got 3,700, so I've got enough for about 400 stingers, which is pretty good. Okay, what do I want to do? Would like to work on getting some more ores. I'm gonna need to figure out if there's any ores over here that I might be able to use. This, you know, there's no help on this to go down. You know, there's no lifts. This is a elevator. This is a very dangerous drop. So do you think, what are the wagers if I would survive something like this? Because I know this goes down. This is at 1,275 meters. It has picked up a ton of, just a ton, and it's out of power. Yeah, I used all my power. So that means this is running probably low. So that'll catch up my gold at least. Smelt all that gold that's in the system. Because these hoppers are probably full. These are full. I've got some gold to go through before that kicks on into high gear again. I could feed some more power into this thing. I don't think that is actually moving all 10,000. So let's go over here. I don't want to cross that beam. That would kill me instantly. So we've got, coming from this battery, quite a few power supplies coming in. And don't know if I need all those. I might be able to turn some of these around. Like this one I could probably turn around. No, that looks like it misses. But how about this one? That connects. Excellent. This one, I'm pretty sure I can also turn around. So these turbines will now kick on now that I'm feeding all that power into here instead of over here. I don't really need a whole lot of power input over here anymore because I've got a geothermal underneath, and I'll probably build a second one and refigure out what I want to do with all of this. Let's see. I'd like to be able to beam more power over here. What I could do, here's an idea. I could change this from a Mark IV, put a Mark V here, put a Mark IV right in front, because a Mark IV connected to a Mark V it will always try to fully charge that Mark IV. You're almost guaranteed to pump all the power into that Mark IV because it tries to balance the batteries out. And with a Mark V right here, I could beam so much power over here and really move it. I think I'll do that. Let's do it. I have enough batteries crafted for that process. It takes like 243, I believe. So let's grab these. It'll fill up again, and I'll grab those. So there's 200 more. So I need 243 of the Mark IVs, these, to make a Mark V. And there it is. Just like that. Okay, so in order to do this, I'm going to need to kind of redo some of this stuff because the new battery is going to take up this space. It's going to be one larger than this. And that will cause an issue with my matter mover. Oh, this is going to be a project and a half. So I want this one to be right there. Okay. I'm going to have to take out some of this stuff here. So let me clear the area, and we'll come back next episode and really figure this out. So come back for that. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.